How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to Rangers Rundown. An interesting lineup tonight, but the Rangers did come out with a win to start this 4-game road trip. So let's talk about it. Like I said, weird lineup tonight. I was confused when I first saw the lineup ticker come up at the start of the game where they announced the lineups and they come up next to the score, because the fourth line was only 2 players, and then they had just Hayek all by himself as a defenseman, and I was like, I didn't know the Rangers were going with 11 forwards, 7 defensemen tonight, so I just thought it was a typo or a mistake on the guy who was typing in the names. But no, the Rangers went with 11 forwards and 7 defensemen tonight for some reason, and I mean, it worked. Can you say that the reason the Rangers won tonight is because of the lineup choices? Probably not. I've never seen this before. Apparently this is something that teams do occasionally, I guess. I don't know. Somebody that knows more about hockey than me needs to explain Galant's choice in this in the comments, just to help me better understand what the heck happened. So we have Kreider, Zibanejad, Lafreniere, Panarin, Strome, Hunt, Gaudreau, Hedel, Brodzinski, and then Gettinger, Reeves. And then they just cycled either Strome or Hedel into that bottom line as the game went on. Lindgren, Fox, Miller, Truman, Nemeth, Schneider, and then Hayek was the defenseman out, who was probably cycled into that bottom pair between Nemeth and Schneider. I don't think Gauthier is injured, so Gautier's a healthy scratch when he could have just slotted into that fourth line. Like I said, somebody that knows more about hockey, please explain it to me. Shesterkin in net played phenomenally well, but that's not a surprise. 90 seconds in, Hedel has a chance in front, and then just over 2 minutes in, 2:01, Gaudreau scores the opening goal of the game, puts the Rangers up 1-0, and they would lead for the rest of the game. Trouba finds him in front, just puts it right in, a nice little tip in. Almost offsides. If you watch the replay, it is pretty darn close. It was almost offsides. Winnipeg doesn't challenge, so the goal stands. 3:59, Lindgren takes a tripping penalty. Rangers have the 7th best penalty kill in the league, and while Winnipeg did score on the power play tonight, they didn't score on the power play 5 other times. Yes, the Rangers took 6 penalties this evening, but the penalty kill went 5 for 6. So, yay. You don't want to take 6 penalties in a game, but it's good to know that if you do, your penalty kill can come out for you. Shesterkin makes a good save on Connor in the slot during that Lindgren penalty. Halfway through the period, save on a streaking cop. 11:58, Hedel takes a holding penalty. Shesterkin, couple of great saves during that penalty kill. 15:08, DeMello takes a tripping penalty, and that starts with a Winnipeg shorthanded chance. Shesterkin able to fight that one off. The last 3 or 4 seconds of that power play, Winnipeg takes another penalty. The Rangers able to keep the puck in their possession until that penalty is over, so we don't see any 5-on-3 time as the whistle is blown after that first penalty is over. So the Rangers get pretty much back-to-back 2-minute power plays. But so 17:11, Stanley takes the interference penalty, but the Rangers would not need the entire penalty or power play as 17 seconds into it. Kreider would score his 19th power play goal of the season, 37th goal of the year. A Panarin shot bobbles in front in the crease, and Kreider's able to tuck it in. That was Panarin's 60th point of the season. He had 2 points tonight, so that was his 60th. He gets another assist later in the game, so he is at 61 points this season, 15 goals, 46 assists. 18:18, Trouba takes a tripping penalty. He makes a good hit on Dubois. Dubois retaliates with a hit on Trouba, so these two don't like each other. Trouba goes to hit him again. Dubois spins around. Trouba ends up tripping him. Takes the penalty, but Rangers kill it off. 30 seconds left. The puck ends up in the crease, and Shesterkin ends up on his stomach, just kind of flailing, trying to keep the puck out, and he does. Shots end of 1 period, 16-9 in favor of Winnipeg. Rangers very badly outshot this game, but they come out with the win. Second period starts with the lingering power play from Winnipeg from the end of the first, which they kill off. 3.5 minutes in, Strome tries to connect with Reeves in front, which would have been great to see. Reeves hasn't scored in a long time. Schneider has a chance in the circle during a long offensive zone stretch for the Rangers. I think they string together 2 or 3 straight shifts of just offensive zone pressure. 8:45 left in the period. Reeves almost takes the puck from Hellebuck behind the net, which would have been a great way for Reeves to score. 45 seconds later, Shesterkin big save on a slap shot from the blue line. 12:54, Lafreniere takes a hooking penalty, and about, 40 seconds into the power play, Ehlers would score. Ehlers tried to dump the puck in, save it at the blue line, and dump it back into the zone. It ends up ricocheting off of Kreider and going out of the zone again. Kreider reads that as a breakaway, but Ehlers is able to take the puck back. Kreider's going the other way, so Ehlers has a big strip of ice to just walk right into the circle and rip it past Shesterkin. Good passing play with about 6 minutes left, and Panarin completely fans on a one-timer, which I thought was a little funny. Schneider's slap shot gets through shortly after that. 16:48, Brodzinski takes a high sticking penalty, but Shesterkin a couple of great saves. He was the best penalty killer of the evening. Brodzinski gets a partial breakaway out of the box, which would have been an amazing goal. Shesterkin makes a save very late in the period. Shots 13-7, also in favor of Winnipeg. Very fast period. I'm sure there was probably 10 or 11 straight minutes without a whistle. This period did not last very long. We get into the third, though. Winnipeg comes out shooting to start the period, really trying to tie it up. 5 minutes in, Shesterkin, good save on a deking Connor. But then at 6:21, Kreider would score his second goal of the game and his 38th of the season. It was a race against Nate Schmidt through the neutral zone to get to the puck that was ricocheting into the zone. Kreider's just so fast. He gets past Schmidt, collects the puck, comes across the crease, able to pot it in, ties his career high in points. And the Rangers have how many games left? 28 games left, 27, I think. And he's already tied his career high in points. He is going to blast right through it. Can he get to 50 goals? He only needs 12 more. So if he scores a goal every other game until the end of the season, he'll crack 50 goals, which would be incredible. 7.5 minutes into the period, Shesterkin a save on a bobbling puck. And then at 9:32, Trouba would score the 4th goal of the game for the Rangers. Schneider with a good look, which starts the offensive pressure. Rangers quick to cycle that puck back into play, and then just a blast from the point from Trouba gets past Hellebuck. Winnipeg stays in the offensive zone for several shifts after that. There was probably a good 6-7 minute stretch after that goal where Winnipeg had complete control of the puck and the game. 4+ minutes left, just over. Hunt set up in the far circle. Just over 2 minutes left. Hellebuck is pulled, so it's 6-on-5, but 19 minutes into the third period, Nemeth takes a tripping penalty, the 6th penalty of the game for the Rangers. Winnipeg takes a timeout to get fresh legs for their first power play, but it wouldn't matter. With about 4 seconds left in the game, Shesterkin tries for the empty net, but Dubois does block it at center ice. It did look like it was going to go in. I'm sure the buzzer would have went off before it got into the goal, though, so even if Dubois didn't block it, I don't think he would have gotten the goal in time, but still it's nice that he is trying for that, and I really hope he gets one this season. That would be incredible. Shesterkin is now undefeated, 10-0-0 when he has to make 40 or more saves in a game. He made 44 tonight. He's had to make 40 or more saves 10 times so far in his brief NHL career, and he's won all 10 of them. This guy thrives when you pepper the net. So, the Rangers did let up 45 shots tonight, but doesn't bother Shesterkin at all. Shots 22-45 in favor of Winnipeg. Face-off 39% for the Rangers. Power play went 1 for 2. Hits 18-26 in favor of Winnipeg. And blocks 8-9 also in favor of Winnipeg. So on the stat sheet, Winnipeg's winning in almost every category except for goals. And that's the one category you have to win if you want to win games. The trivia question of the evening: Who is the all-time points leader for Winnipeg-born players in NHL history? So which Winnipeg-born player in NHL history has the most points? And it's a familiar name for Rangers fans. It's Andy Bathgate. 973 career points. So there you go. Rangers are back in action Tuesday night in Minnesota. A revenge game for the loss that they took on Hank's number retirement ceremony night. We'll see if they can put one together. Winnipeg has been struggling lately. Hopefully those struggles continue when the Rangers come to town Tuesday evening. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more videos like it, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next rundown.